It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it to 26. Well, the 49ers getting ready to go on offense. And it's the Pro Bowler Brock Purdy at the helm in his third NFL season now out of Iowa State.
And the great story of Brock Purdy continues. Had he been drafted in the first round, I think people would be singing his praises to the skies. But for whatever reason, people can't let go of the fact he's Mr. Irrelevant, and they don't give him the credit he deserves. He is not just a system quarterback. He's a guy who enhances his team. Not just along for the ride, he's the one steering the ship. And without him, their ceiling significantly drops.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Purdy from the gun. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Back to throw, Purdy.
And that will be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away.
Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line.
Well, the Cowboys making their way out behind the NFL's leader in touchdown passes for 2023. In his 9th season now, Dak Prescott.
And he's coming off one of the best seasons of his career, where he finished as a runner-up in the MVP chase after throwing for over 4,500 yards, 36 touchdowns, and less than 10 interceptions for the first time in a few years. An integral part of the Cowboys' run to the playoffs. He's hoping to take it a step further here in 2024.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Off the play fake, Prescott. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
Here's Prescott. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Nick Bosa with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
Purdy now to throw.
Incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That's really good play design right there, and it's one that comes down to the offensive line. It's a deep in route, but it's only going to work if that line gives you time in the pocket to wait for the route to develop. Mission accomplished there as they pick up the first down.
Now Purdy.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Mason. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 19. Here's Purdy.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Prescott now.
Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Play action now. Prescott. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. 2nd and 7. As they've got it as we resume action. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert.
It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Now Prescott.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Prescott to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man is Samuel, complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they run. It's Mason. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And his throw here is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Mason.
And he is not going anywhere. He will not even get back to the line of scrimmage as the clock will stop at the 2-minute warning.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal.
From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will tie us at 3-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw is Prescott.
Now throw right side here going to be incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Open man is Juwan Jennings.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Parsons is clearly one of the best defenders in the NFL and totaled at least 13 sacks in each of his first 3 years in the league and continues to wreak havoc, as we just saw there.
So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report. Not too much to show you scoring-wise in that first half. Just a couple of field goals make up all the scoring. But I wouldn't be surprised if we're close to a breakthrough, and things should open up as we move along.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. Plus, special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Purdy. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6.
They'll run here with Mason.
It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here comes third and about a foot. Shotgun now with Purdy. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. They get the sack on the blitz, but it was 3rd and inches. Are you surprised like I am they weren't running the football there?
I'm right there with you. I would have thought at worst, quarterback sneak, try and pick up the first down and move on. But instead, I think they thought they could catch him by surprise and maybe hit something deep.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Back to throw, Purdy. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll go down at the 28. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Cowboys' 28-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Mason. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that one too wide and incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
On 2nd and 10, Purdy. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Brandon Ayuk. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Moody good with the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Here's Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Now Prescott. Pass complete to Tolbert on the crossing route. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Prescott from the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Back now here in Santa Clara. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. Throwing. Prescott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the 1st down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Prescott. That's into the hands of Tolbert. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Got to kick it, right? I mean, even the short yardage, you boot this thing, don't you?
Yeah, but I know how aggressive you are. I know what you want. You want to go for it, don't you? You're feeling it, aren't you?
Yeah, but treat it like a football game, not like Madden.
I like that. Fight the temptation, kick the field goal, because if you go for it and don't get it, you put a lot on your defense in a short amount of time.
So a big one coming here for Brandon Aubrey. This to break our fourth quarter time. And his kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 27. They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he's going to have the Niners first down. His good running gets him to about the 44. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Purdy now to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Purdy from the gun. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's Purdy. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1. To throw is Purdy. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And we are all tied here in the final stages.
So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
To throw, Prescott. He's got Elliott.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Second and 6 coming up. Now Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jalen Tolbert, 73 yards. And the Cowboys strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet.
Aubrey now for the point after.
And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
So Purdy and the Niners down 20-13, 1:07 remaining. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. Pass complete, Samuel.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Throwing, Purdy. Over the middle, complete. That's Jennings.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Purdy to throw.
And his throw is incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Here's Purdy to throw.
And this is caught. Jennings. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line.
All right, they picked up yardage, but they've got to get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it. They've got one timeout left. Want to save it.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Purdy to throw.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Here's 2nd down.
He'll look to throw.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere.